us a mission, clear your vision so your eyes can see. Be successful is a hustle, take his destiny. Stop the blame game, we stay scheming. In my dark times, they start believing. Have your thoughts, riding with me. I'll take the wheel for you to see. What would have been, what could have been. Let me drive a little crazy. 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 Wanna get with me. They see Ferraris and Bugattis, now they're on their knees. Stop the blame game, we stay scheming. In my drop top, they start believing. Let me drive a little crazy. Let me drive a little crazy. Let me drive a little crazy. Let me drive a little crazy.
Hello and welcome everybody to Zwift Baltic Zwift Wednesdays. Today we have almost the last race of this season, last race of this, you couldn't say year, but basically we have only one more race. Today we have ZZK Spring Cup. So no points, no nothing, just ride free for all in what category you want. And as we could see, there was 400 plus riders before start, so really happy to see such a huge number today. We don't have so many riders in A group, but B, C and D groups are stacked with riders, so I think riders who are cycling in those groups will have a really good time today. So 24.7 kilometers, 198 altitude meters, one lap. My assumption is that it will be from 30 to 40 minutes, starting from A group till E group. As always, E group is for women only. So next week on 8th of March we have Women's Day ride. It will be also translated as all other races. But the difference, it will be in Latvian, and also we will have co-guest in our stream from Latvian cycling girls. As you can see, a lot of pro shirts today we have, so should be really interesting. Sadly, we don't have a bunch of A group riders from Latvia, but it's understandable because in Latvia the weather are really good today, and especially today because the sun came out and said hello, it's a spring, so you can go and take your practice outside instead of inside, so not so many riders from Baltic states in A group. But if you're talking a little bit about the race today and about the track, so it's pretty much really simple track. First 14.5 kilometers will be pretty much flat out, no big climbs. Then after 14 kilometers we have little sprint climb, and afterwards on end of the race one more small climb, so nothing really complicated. Mostly this race is kind of saying goodbye to the season and preparing for summer outdoor season. As always, feel free to chat in any platform you're watching this live stream. I should receive all chat messages. If you want to see some specific rider who is participating today, you can ask me. Today, all hands out, we can do whatever viewers you want. And also big thanks to the viewers who are watching us every weekend. This year was especially good because we reach a lot of viewer count, especially for national championships. And also, as we can see, rider amount this season has been huge comparing to other seasons, and I'm really happy about it. So big thanks to everybody who participated. Big thanks to everybody who were watching, commenting, liking, sharing this stream. Really happy about it. So 3 minutes have passed, so B, C and D group is also starting the race. So we will see how it goes in the B group for our riders who are participating every week. So from ZZK.LV team, so those guys are also racing every week on a B group and really performing well. And today they have a huge amount of riders in front of them, so a lot of fighting, and I think it will be really interesting to see how they go on a finish. If I'm correct, I think there was 158 riders in a B group, but I may be wrong. I have to check after the race. Because in Zwift Power you can see only riders who are registered in Zwift Power, so we can't see all the riders. Yeah, Jans is asking, will there be podcast? And yes, we promised that there will be a podcast. Just Martin Schugens, once he has some stuff to do with the family, so he wasn't able to ride this week. And we will do podcast probably after next week's race. I think we could make a podcast on 15th of March, on Wednesday, after 2 weeks, and then we could talk about what has happened this year, what we plan on next year, and answer your questions. We will put out information in Zwift Baltic Facebook page. Are we stopping all the races? No, we are not stopping all the races, and there will be more races in a summer season. We won't be live streaming them, and there won't be any like really big point races where you could earn some points or a big ladders with competition. We will just cycle some roads, some races. I hope closer to the season. Probably we will start next season a little bit faster than this year and last year, and so the season in overall will start sooner than usually, because there may be some changes in terms of national championships, that we could move the date a little bit faster and closer to Christmas instead of moving them to February. Jürgensons, he has some family matter, so he couldn't attend today. So he's watching us live, I assume. Vikström's already posted that he's cycling outside, so Zwift season for him is over, and that's understandable. And usually approximately about this time every year the season is kind of over for Baltic riders from Baltic states, so that's no surprise. Do we plan some new race formats? Yeah, we do. We for next season we are planning something bigger and more impactful, and so to say more enjoyable for cyclists themselves in terms of prestige on Latvian esport cycling stage, so to say. But it's all just in thoughts on a paper. We haven't discussed everything with all persons involved and how it could look in real life, so we have to think about it. So we'll plan to figure that out in summertime. But there will definitely be some really interesting races and some concepts and some point counting and maybe some overall Latvian ranking for esport cyclists, so they're more interested in participating in these races, and like make overall point ladder from all the races, not only from some specific competitions, for example best of 5 races or something like that, but like overall ranking for all the races for all the Zwift season, to see who is like the overall best rider. Jürgensons is taking care of COVID, so yeah. Actually, for ladies, we had 18 ladies on the start line, so I will switch to ladies pretty soon. I'm just cycling through all the riders, and there are a lot of riders today, really a lot of riders today. I'm really happy to see it. And like I said, there's no pressure today, no points. You can just enjoy cycling with the community, with the riders from all over the world. Before the start, we could see that someone was typing in the chat that good morning. He has just woken up, so he's from other coast, from different continent maybe. And I'm also really happy that we have attracted a lot of riders from different countries who were participating in many races, and they are like saving the date for our races, and they know that they're happening, and they know what's Zwift Baltic. So really happy about it too. So in overall, I could say we have improved this year a lot. Martin Jürgenson's riding. Glad to see that there's a lot of riders. Yep, me too. But I think this is not the most riders we have had this season. I think the record was 500 or 490-ish something. But I'm not 100% sure. I have to check. The Cycling to Sea group is already taking some time. Oh, Bitken's in. Oh, that's I assume brother. And also the track is really good today. I really like Makuri. Colorful. Probably next year, on the next season, we could already see Zwift in a different view, since they're planning to upgrade their graphical module, and so the graphics should look more realistic than it looks now. So now it looks more gameish than realistic, but they're planning to implement Unreal Engine 5, so the game would look really realistic. And if they do that, I think they will accomplish a lot. There will be a lot new riders. So we are on a ladies side. We can see we have 5 ladies in front. So Masko, Christiana Masko from Latvia, Diana Spiridowska, Son, hard to tell how to pronounce it correctly, from America, and from Sweden. Also Wickenberg, I have seen her before in races. I don't know about rider from United States, but overall I think these riders for first part of the race will be really close compared. Also Eva Urane, not really far from other ladies. See some riders from D group joining. Vendinja also from Latvia. I think this is the most amount of ladies that we have had this season. Martin Jürgenson, no, Jan Jürgens Anderssons today did a workout, cannot attend this event because I am in expedition in Lithuania, right on for racers. Saturday we'll chase Cancellera. Good luck, Giannis, says Martin Jürgensons. Yes, we will have a awarding ceremony. It will be on 2nd of April. Probably in ZZK cycling shop in Riga. Oh, this is the beach section. I haven't actually seen the beach section a lot. I'm really happy to see when you have these riders who are cycling in these groups. Looks really astonishing. Yeah, sure, there's no problem. On Discord. Yep, in just a sec. So Martin Jurgensons will join me for a live session. So if you have any questions, you can already prepare them. If not, then you will have to just listen how we are talking.
Am I in?
Yes, you're in. Although it sounds really strange when you ask it.
Yeah, I figured that's the wrong question to ask.
Yeah. I hope live stream can hear Martin good, because I can. So I don't know how it sounds on a live stream. It should be okay.
Let's check it.
A group already climbing in this short climb sprint section, or climb sprint section, whatever you want to call it.
What are your predictions, Toms, for the race?
In terms of winner,
Yeah, in terms of winner.
I don't know. It's really hard to tell because most of the riders in A group, I actually haven't seen them before, and I don't know what they're capable of. And there's the riders from countries where you see like really good riders from those countries. Most of the time they're just cheating, so it's hard for me to assume someone. But I'm betting my cards on Soderberg, since he have a pro jersey, so he could perform and finish. But
yeah,
they are already 1 minute behind this Shifu. So I don't know. And he's still holding 500 watts.
Yeah, that seems legit. That seems totally legit.
Yeah, if you can hold
500
almost
watts.
500 watts per whole race. So yeah, hard to tell. but this year I really like how riders can flag other riders, and pretty much in the next 2 minutes it's already removed from a race. So I think if the riders really see that he's like actually feeling like he's cheating, he will be flagged immediately, since we have so many riders today. Not so much in A group, but in overall.
And overall, I'm also surprised that we have like 200 plus, I guess, no, 300 even. There were 180 on Zwift Power.
Yeah, on overall it was, I forgot the count, but it was, yeah, 300 plus. It was a lot of riders, and it was really pumping up in the last 10 minutes. So yeah, it's kind of, it's not strange, but like when you don't have any point race or anything like where you have to fight for something, you have a lot of cyclists. But I mean, maybe it's because for in some countries just the Zwift season is now starting up. That's why we see a lot of riders from different continents and from like farther countries than usually. But it's hard to tell. It was really interesting also watching, like you have this feed with all the races, and I see there's a lot of known races and they have less riders than in our race. It really warms my heart.
Yeah, that's also because when you look at the competition, like what kind of races and events are happening besides our race, there the choice is quite huge actually. For example, there's Stage 4 race Scotland.
But I think most of the riders, they don't think this race is a really huge race. That's why they just participate to maybe like try to win it.
Yeah,
to
that
just
also
get some
could
points.
Be that.
Yeah, to get some points in overall standing.
That's what I usually do. If I want to take a break, then I usually choose some lower ranking races.
Okay, since we are not hacking and we have time to talk, and it's 18.2 kilometers from 24. So since you are like the general brains this year for Zwift season, maybe you can sketch up some of your thoughts for the next season. When it should start, when is the prediction, when we could start the next season? What are the plans with like overall ranking, what we're talking in terms of Latvian ranking and new race formats, or what's your like brainstorm about next season, so people who are watching can hear your thoughts and maybe ask some questions.
Yeah, my thoughts are that we should start as usually on October, but the main thought is to move Latvian championships more into December, rather than hosting it in mid-February, to lift it up to December, because of the form of the riders. During February, most of our riders are in some winter camps or are already preparing for spring season, so we have to collaborate with them, and that's the main change that will take part. Also, the format of championship will be different. It will consist of 2, maybe 3 races. It depends on the riders, how many riders will participate. But yeah, that's a thing.
So it will be like a point system or a time system?
I think it will be like qualification system. Or this will be one ride, but like elimination, something like that, for viewers, to be more interesting to watch it, just raise it up a notch, and for all the riders also, so that you don't you can't just sit back and wait for the sprint, but you have to be on the edge. Like it I think it should be like an elimination race, as it was in World Championships.
So yeah, new format, and also for everybody watching Also, a reminder that for next season, the rules stay the same as they were this year about the trainers, verification, etc. All that so-called, in quote-unquote, legal stuff for esport anti-doping. So for Latvian cyclists, for some it was unpleasant surprise, but it is what it is, and it will stay the same on next year. But like I said, there is an option that you'll be able to come to come to live studio where we can verify your trainer, and you will be able to participate anyway if you don't have possibility to buy or you don't have this power meter. And also small, like, put in about what Martin said about championships. So today, this year, we tried to do it live, and it was a kind of success. Although from hardware standpoint, we should kind of tune it up a little bit and use some different hardware. But for next year, I think we could every week, every Wednesday, we could make it live, and also for championships. I mean, there should be more riders, because this year it was actually a very fun experience for the riders who were cycling in person.
As I can see, that B group is almost caught up to A group, right?
Yeah, there's already some A group riders, who are falling back. And there's not so big difference. We can see 15-14 seconds from B group, and there's only one Terminator who is still going on.
Yeah, that 500 watt Terminator. Yeah, also this route is quite demanding from all the riders. I remember we rode it. Yeah, this is evil.
Yeah, I had a really big disaster just now in my background. My kid just running the doors.
Oh, okay. That's the usual. That's why I went outside to join this commentary, because with kids you just can't have it done. But I see that this will be quite a fight. Yeah, but I think my predictions are that if Bs want to catch the A group, then they have to do it quite fast, because during the climb, I think the A group will pull out.
I think the biggest advantage for a B group is that they're so huge in terms of numbers that they just, by Zwift physics, they are just catching up to A group, because we can see now it's only like 14 seconds till front of the A group, if you don't consider the first rider, who is now 1.5 minutes before everyone else. So we can see already them in the screen that they're like chasing as hell this front, and they will probably catch. And this is really interesting, because this will be the first time this season that they actually have caught on A group, and I think they will pass them. I don't think they'll be able to sustain the power and momentum to hold till finish.
Well, I think they will catch them at the beginning of the climb, which is like right now. They can catch them, but after that we can see, oh no, okay, so somebody's pushing at like 6.5 watts per kilogram.
Yeah, it decreased by, we are talking, it decreased from 14 to 7 seconds, so definitely they're catching up. But this will be really interesting for this climb. We could actually see if A group is like really stronger than B group, but I don't think so. I think, like I have mentioned this many times before, and I will say it again, that front of the B group riders, most of them can really easy participate in A group.
For example, Felipe is now making a move. I think it's just to bridge over to A group.
Yeah.
And then to follow them. Because the main difference between A and B group is just how long can you sustain the high-end power.
Yeah, power. And this was a really easy race, because it was really flat from beginning, so B group could really hold their power and just use momentum of the group.
Okay, so they have joined.
Yep.
And it's just 2.5 till the finish. But yeah, it's quite a tricky climb, because it's a stair kind of like a step-up climb.
And they're also catching Shifo from 1.2. He's now on 54 seconds. If they catch
okay.
this will be really, really funny actually.
Shifu.
Yeah, but I think
Shifu.
Felipe will have. He won't be counted in Zwift power. I think the power looks too great for B group.
It's whoa, 700 watts pushing out. No,
Yeah.
he might be legit, but for B group, yeah, that's just. Actually, for me, I would in these type of races, I would also would like to start in B group because of the just participant count. There are a lot of riders in B group, and it's way more easier to ride in like a group of 50 than group of 5.
Will you be joining us on commentary on next week on Women's Day ride? Because I assume your wife won't be able to pedal since she's sick. But
yeah, I think we also know the route for them.
So it's just downhill.
No, it's not this Ventoux Ventoux ride where it's just down. Yeah, Felipe just went his own tempo. Just keep on pushing. 600 watts. 600. Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, but he won't be able to catch the front of the race. The Shifu has. I think he has definitely won the race. 23.8 kilometers, so 900 meters till finish. And actually, I really like this road because I haven't seen this area before. This is the first time for me.
It's actually an interesting race to ride on. Just the route. It's and also the climb. You can't say that it's not for the sprinters, and you can't say it's not for the climbers. It's like all rounders. Shifu. Okay, Shifu is yeah, and also viewers, that's the reason why we have all these verifications and all these rules for riders like these. I don't know if he is legit or not, but like he should be starting what is this, Tour of Oman or something like that then, which is to ride with pros.
So we're really closing up on he's out or not?
No, he already finished.
Oh yeah, okay.
So my take is Felipe. I guess Felipe will take this one.
This is the hard part now to like see and catch the finish. This is the biggest challenge for me as a spectator for these races. I will try to do my best to catch the front of the race.
Okay, let's watch it.
Oh, we are going on a sprint already.
Yeah,
not to click on myself.
Okay, so who will take it? Who will take it?
Schwitzen, it looks like. Easy win for
him.
Schwitzen definitely won the race. So, as you can see in my stream, I couldn't see the finish art, so I didn't know where's the exact finish, so sometimes I can't just switch back to second place. And it's kind of annoying for me. But yeah, we can see basically most of the riders are already finishing. So the last race of this year and first race where we can see that the B group just passes A group. Parups also.
And we have Parups also. Yes, that's good. That's good. And Milch. They're fighting for the first Latvian across the line.
Yeah, there was also Michelis and basically a lot of riders from intervals. And they have been participating like whole season, I think in basically every race. So yeah, shout out to them, ZZK.LV. Really good riders. Thank you for participating in this race. So, but the biggest interest for me now is what's happening with the ladies. I'm gonna switch to Kristiana Maskova and Diana Spiridowska and maybe Evuzhana also with them. Let's fast switch, because my prediction were they will finish in 40 minutes. Let's see if I'm correct.
Do we have some Baltic riders in C group or?
Yeah, we had Paulos, I think, Salzenik, if I'm not wrong. Hanson's also in a B group. So C group. Yeah, we had a lot of riders.
Hansson's, yeah. Okay. We see Hansson's going to finish.
So Christian
what?
Moskova,
What's
21.1 kilometer.
happening?
Third position. I assume.
Position.
Where's other ladies? Then we have to see they're already blend in. So yeah, a rider from Sweden, like I predicted. She's in first position, and a rider from America on second. So just 6 seconds. And Moskova. Where is Moskova? Okay, Moskova half minute behind. So yeah, in terms of ladies, we have a lot of work. But although this season we haven't seen the best performing ladies in the Zwift stage, only in Latvian national championships, I really would like to see, for example, Priede in this kind of race, where we have a lot of cyclists from different countries, how our cyclists perform in terms of those races, and it's sad that we can't see that really often. Also, Dana Roželpa didn't participate in any race this year, so I hope next season we'll be able to see her.
I can see that Christian is going quite strong now. The final climb, the final climb. I love the heart rate, 190 plus.
Immortal heart rate.
Yeah. Also, for those who are outside, I think if you can see the sky right now, you should be able to find Venus and Jupiter. That's the thing I'm looking right now.
There's constellation in stars. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, so quite a unique side.
So Lindsay finished the race. American rider.
Oof. That's.
Let's see, where's Diana? Diana Spiridowska, also here. 21.4 kilometers. She also recovered really well because she had leg injury, so she didn't participate in a few last races. But she also is like a veteran for our races. She participates in every race, and also really active on cycling in the summertime. Great B plus race. Ievužane, also from Latvian Cycling Girls.
I think that Eva is very happy that our races don't happen during the daytime when the sun shines, as we can see from her pain cave that she rides by the window.
Oh yeah,
and by the heater. So yeah, she enjoys the nighttime.
So I have some results for the race already pumped in Zwift Power. So in A group, Michael Moore. Wait. The question is, did you change the parameters for the race so it doesn't count primes?
I changed it, but you know how Zwift Power goes.
Because for now it shows that Michael Moller from Denmark is in the first place, Christopher Anderson in second, and Nathan Verhien in third position. But let's check what's happening in the B group.
No, yeah, it shows the primes, but no worries, I will. It's weird, actually. It's quite weird that Zwift Power does something like that, because during the day I switched that you don't take the primes. Yeah, now I have the results. Mikael Muller.
This is
Denmark.
the thing what we have spoke before many times, that Zwift, although they're kind of big and a huge company, they're still really lacking on support for basically for events what make their platform more better. Like, I understand if it's small event where you have like 20 plus riders, less than like 50, then okay, but if you can see that consistently you're getting 200 to 400 riders in each race, like, you could already consider that we are in a mid till like big category of the races. So you should pay closer attention to things what you're doing, and we have seen these mistakes over and over on all these years, that like problems on the Zwift side, not on our side, and I really can't wrap my head around it, how it happens so often.
It's I think dealing with Zwift is like dealing with an old car. You know where to punch it. It's like you know where to punch it, where to push it, to keep it going and to work it right. Because for example, I already have learned that there are some parts that you have to do multiple times for example the results to be shown correctly.
Yeah, and
So
also I don't know
Zwift
why they're not working out. Like, for years people have asked spectator mode, so you could like spectate whole race and see all the parameters and everything. And for example, put in this mode where it doesn't show this small screen, and the same goes for admin panel, where you could like really in depth change your race settings if you are an admin of the race.
That's something they, I think, are still developing, or
Yeah, I hope they develop soon. I hope on the next season. Like, every year when I ask Zwift about it, they're like, next season. We're working on it next season.
Because they have already working model because of the World Championships and the qualification rides. We know that they have Zwift Racing League. I think that they just don't wanna put out it to a broader public, or there's something some kind of technical support extra that they can't guarantee. Might be some difficulties.
So you can see Moscow secures third position for ladies. No problem.
Great ride.
And the closest competitor for fourth position, Diana Spiridowska, still almost 1 kilometer behind, approximately 30 seconds. So yeah, that's it for today.
That was a great race.
Yeah, thank you, Martin, for joining. I hope people who are watching enjoyed this race also, because I know I did. And so next not Wednesday, or it's Wednesday, which date it is, I have to check. So yeah, next week, on Wednesday, 8th of March, I think it was on 19:00. So we have Women's Day ride. So all men, prepare your trainers and your bikes for ladies, and give your ladies a try on a Zwift so they can understand what it is. And yeah, like I said, thank you, Martin, for joining me on live. Thank you for viewers.
Yeah, thank you all. So see you next week.
Yep, see ya. Bye.